I mean, we have lands, dwarves. What do you think, chat? They'll have removal for Magda and we'll never make land 3? That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense here. Well, we just simultaneously hit land 3 and they didn't drop black mana. Holy shit. Yeah, never didn't have that, that's for sure. We got to mana 3. Too bad. Would have been nice to have that 4th land for Traxos this turn. Bad time to draw Traxos. We can't untap it. No land here. Okay. No other plays. Drew our top end. I think that's all of our top end. It's kind of rough. Drops forest on that. Alright, untap Traxos. Easy game. But crewing things with Traxos is clearly a scam. Alright, we're 1 mana of any source away from either of these cards. We've missed it 3 turns running? 2 turns running. Sure. So that card's going to get through him, draw him cards, which is horseshit. I can never block them both. Feels bad, chat. Okay. Giving our opponent insane card advantage. That's a card. It looks like a land, but it is in fact the best card in our deck. Alright, so what do we have here? We've got a healing dork who doesn't block flyers. Who dies to removal. They both die to removal. I can crew this though and block that. It's gotta be the body. We're not quite ready to discard yet, I don't think. Doesn't untap Traxos, which is a bit of a scam, but there we are. Okay. Opponent's on 7 cards over there. It's terrifying. Now, this does give him the target with Glorybringer, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Come on, man. All right, sure. It's got his 1 damage. I lose my Harvester now. It sucks. Yeah, it feels fucking bad for sure. Yeah, this game got a lot worse when he had removal on turn 1 for our 2-drop, and then additionally had a card draw engine here, didn't he? Didn't he? Okay. This card has been sick for him. All right, can I draw any untapped source? Okay, a second 1 mana answer this turn. Presumably he's protecting the cat? Why not the dragon? Okay. It's untapped source, feels good. Monkey kill. It is protecting the Pouncer. Okay. Yeah, opponents had really good cards. Really good card, brother. Still can't attack annoyingly. He draws too many cards here. I don't know what plan we are to beating him. I guess we're decking him. I don't know how the fuck else we're going to beat this. I think Toski's a stupid card. I don't think it's a stupid card. I think a 1 mana that's forced to attack is pretty specific. It's really good when you're ahead on the board and you have a wide board for sure. Like, it's been good for him this game. It's drawn him like 6 cards, which is crazy. But I don't in general think it's insane. It's annoying. I would say my opponent should run out of gas at some point, but it's clear that's not going to happen. He's got 21 cards. He's drawn 6 cards on us. Don't even hate it. Opponent's gonna be like, last card Ox, really? Good draws. Okay. Well, they're playable cards, which is nice, I suppose. I mean, I still have no answer to Toski. And he's going to go wide with that Pyromancer, I guess. Okay. Past damage. Okay. That's first strike, I guess. I can prevent a card draw by abrading away the bodyguard. I gotta get rid of the bodyguard to kill the cat anyways. He'll sack here for sure. He's not sacking here, kills the cat. He wants the cat back. I don't care if this creature dies. I kind of want cards in my graveyard though. I think this is an abrade on the bodyguard. Denies a card draw. He obviously sacks, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Need cards in my graveyard for Ox if it isn't clear. Okay, we're at 5 in graveyard, counting Ox. Okay. Cat's still on the board, so it's not a fucking 4/4. Seems good. I am tapped out, which sucks. Skewer post-combat's a little rough. It's like it would have been sweet to have Blossoming there. 1 mana off from that. Okay. Mountain was not an acceptable draw at all. Okay. I mean, what the fuck do we do here? Flooding a bit right now. Need some flood protection. Ox is one of our flood protection cards. We need more cards in the graveyard for that to work. Taking 6. When it's all gas with this Toski, huh? Okay. Gets 2 draws off the Pouncer too. Doesn't even have double strike. Maybe that was worth blocking for the 2 draws. Maybe it was worth. Well, wouldn't have put it in the graveyard. Would have put that. I don't think I can deal with the resolved version of that though. Okay. Jesus, opponent. Card's a good one for him right now. I just can't beat the number of things he can do per turn with this card out. Awesome. Okay. So we're gonna crew the caravan. Oops. Because I want it in the graveyard for Ox. I'm gonna block Preserver and pump. I think. I'm taking. Oh, I'm dead. I'm just dead, aren't I? I don't know why I'm even looking at this. I'm dead. Okay. All right. A little disappointing first game. Run the fuck over by Toski. Opponent has answers to our 2-drop. We miss a land or 2. I think it was 2 lands. We got stuck on 3, and then Toski just ran that game. Okay. Feels bad. Toski do more than 7 or 8. It was like probably, I think it was 6 2 turns ago, right? No. Feels kind of bad. It's a little bit of like wind out of our sails, huh? We're going second with this hand. Not a good hand. Hopefully we'll draw a 2-drop. Boo! That's disappointing. It's a good first play for them. If you'd been a 2-drop Ox, I would have loved you forever, but you're not. All right, so what is this? We're gonna haste out Lannery next turn. Play Radha after, the turn after. Probably. I don't think there's a world in which I want to play Radha first. I want to be able to play the land that I can see off the top of my library. I think we're still restricted to 1 with Radha, right? We don't get plus lands per turn. Open mana probably means this is getting countered. Don't know if I care. I mean, I do care, but it's the card I'd prefer to be countered here. Yeah. Would have been nice to go first on this board, huh? With these sequence of cards, he'd be tapped out on turn 2 or he wouldn't have the Maze Mind in play. That's counter mana again. So that's exciting. It's going to feel silly if he has second Censor right now. But there's a lot of, I mean, it could be just capture too. I want to get value out of this card if we can. So we're 2 mana off this and we don't get accelerated because of this shit. Okay. Gonna have the counter as well. I mean, Kiora is the one that gets resolved most, but I can't do anything with it. Draw is fine. Okay. Alright, rewarded. Forgot he had Maze Mind up, so we should definitely be paying attention to that as one more effect for him. He's at a really good curve again. This one at least isn't a card that draws him infinite value yet. Golos. Okay, well we know what our turn is going to be. Oh, we're 1 off. Fuck, so I have to just fight for fire it. So I do have 6. So I can Kiora plus fight for fire, right? Do all opponents just get given a Golos at the start of the draft, chat? Be honest, I'm not really sure. I haven't had a lot of those yet. All of my opponents do? Okay. Makes sense.
Take my octopus for a walk. One drop ripples and grows.
I didn't get a goal? No. Shit. Did I miss like the moment? Is it like a button in Arena? Is it like hidden behind the free gems? You get free gems and a Golos if you click on the shop every day? It makes sense. I just didn't get there. I don't think you get to play this in a Golos deck. It's super good fucking card, but it just feels so cheaty to be able to play this in your controlled dirtily deck is also playing Rune Blasters. Okay. So I do have 6 mana on this turn. I don't mind fighting the flyer with Hydra. I don't want to cast Ox. We draw 3 and 4 off Kiora. It's probably good enough. Kind of want to remove some shit, but I'm not low and he's attacking a Planeswalker. Oh, I can't cast Traxos though. It's 5. Oh yes I can. It's 5 or less. Okay. We can't untap it next turn. It's a little awkward.
Let's get moving.
I can get the Predator in play, but I only have 1 card to sack to it right now. I can't untap him though, and I won't be able to next turn, so I guess it is the Predator. I can't put 4 Hydra counters on the Hydra. I don't need to fight these creatures, they're not threatening me in any way. Could even leave this as a blocker, but I like the damage on him. Don't really care that much about Kiora. So I miss a card draw off of not casting Traxos here. But I can't untap Traxos, and I just don't think it does anything if I can't untap it. Oh, you thought we could cast, we can't cast Hydra off of Expertise if that's what you're asking about, chat. Okay.
All right. Who's ready for a good time? Ideas like seconds are fleeting.
It does play lands from the top, but I've already played my land this turn because he destroyed one of my lands last turn because he's a fucking cheater. I value my Rodham more than the Immersion Predator right now. I like getting that flyer off the board, and I don't want to get blown out by a removal spell in response to this. And my opponent's playing just 5 colors again, right? So I have no idea what could be in his deck. There's all sorts of instant speed cheap removal that could be. And he's got to deal with this. This next turn it becomes a 9/9 if I want it to. Doesn't trample. So he wants to remove it with 3 damage, I guess. Oh, phase out. That's fine. So I don't even get the ability of it during this. That's kind of cheaty. Mana. Could draw off Traxos, remove his blocker. Hydra for whatever comes next, I guess. I think I value the draw here. I can Kiora the Traxos if it resolves too. Alright, do I even bother Lava Coiling now? Lava Coil is not a threat on this map. I don't think so. Or the 2-1's not a threat here. Okay. Little worried. Opponent's got a lot of value still. He's got the Tome at 3. So that's 4-point heal and 1 more card. And he's got Ox in his graveyard. And this stupid fucking Planeswalker over there. So when does it phase in? Beginning of my turn or his turn? 1/1 flyer to get rid of Kiora sucks. It's a good last card to have. Just randomly Shark Typhoon on 3 mana. I mean, I can't predict anything out of this fucking deck. Literally impossible. My turn? Does it give me some text ever with this? Phased out. Permanent treaties if it doesn't exist in the star's controller's next turn. Okay. Maybe we still got a full hand. It's just I feel like part of the way that our deck wins is running people over, right? And when my opponent untaps with 10 mana, a Planeswalker, 2 draw cards, and things on the board, I start getting a little bit concerned about what our end game looks like. Dude, just stop. Just stop. I'm so ready for a lower power fucking cube. Like, I'm ready for draft again. I don't want every opponent's move to do 18 fucking things on 5 colored mana with a Golos guaranteed. Like, I'm tired of that. I mean, I don't know that more draw is what he needed here, but presumably this is draw and an answer, right? Since it's a permanent coming into play. It's not a permanent. How do you... Wait, I thought this was permanence. Cast a spell. It's not even permanence. Okay. Come on, opponent. Don't take the rest of my life. I'm bored with you. You're boring. You're taking forever. Let's go.
Gonna go for a swim and cool off.
All right, what are these answers here? So we swing at the Planeswalker, we eat the 1/1. It's pretty unexciting. I probably fucking exile that Daredevil so there's not like bounce recursion for that. I can't get through to hit the Planeswalker though, right? I could run Hydra out. I kind of want to kill that Teferi, honestly. It's just going to take my whole turn to do it. Is it good enough? So I get a 3/3 Hydra and a Lava Coil, and that gets me through. 3/3 is kind of bad. Should have been the other way. I should have exiled that creature. It's backwards. Don't know why I just played it backwards. There's no reason to. We talked through the turn too. If I get blown out by that fucking thing recurring, I'm gonna be super pissed. It's one more card for his Ox.
Think fast.
Annoyingly. I mean, we still have value in our hand, right? Okay.
Back's gonna hurt.
Card lets me play lands off the top of my library and lets me always look at the top card of my library. Not all the way through my deck, just the top card. How does Hydra not have reach? Feels like Hydra ought to have reach. It's trample. Okay. It's good. That's further away from Ox, I guess. We've finally removed some of the permanents on his side. I guess I get blown out by some hugely fucking powerful effects though. If he's got Graveyard Recursion, there's a Golos in there. If he's got Bounce, there's a... Not only a Golos, there's a Dire Fate too. What does this thing do? 2 damage to any target. Discard your hand. 2 to my face. Okay. We're just drawing all of our early game here, which is a little bit unfortunate. 8. I mean, I guess I can do 5 to that Planeswalker. Is that exciting? Actually, don't even... I still get 5. No, I don't. I get 3 to it. I don't know what the ult does. 9, search your graveyard and library for any number of red instant sorceries. Exile them, shuffle, you may cast them this turn. Add 6 mana. Sounds bad. Alright, so I lose the ability to bluff the activation off Radha doing this. So equipping Axe is the same, he just blocks the bigger one. So there's actually no point in doing that this turn. I think it's better to play out Harvester and Axe. He still blocks 1 here, I think. Unless there's a bounce or something. Alright. I want the flyer developed. I think I might even hold Axe. It's another untap for Traxos. Although it's 2 damage next turn, I have another untap. Hydra has trample. I forgot about that. I even mentioned it last turn. You're right. We could have had 2 more damage there if we weren't going to resolve the Harvester. You're correct. So what we haven't seen from him is white mana, so I'm not super worried about small sweepers. Kind of want this for untap. Does it matter here? I mean, he's going to go off next turn. He's going to have 100,000 fucking spells. I play Axe, I can Caravan. I don't want to Ox next turn. I don't think. I mean, I'm okay with this board state. The problem is I don't know what's in his hand. So I definitely fucked that up by not slapping the Axe on the Hydra. Although if we did that, we wouldn't have the Harvester in play. So I didn't see the trample line is my point.
Together, we'll create great things, you and I.
I don't remember what this card does. When he casts artifacts, non-creature spells, he gets 1/1s. Okay. I don't really want to have to kill off his planeswalkers. It's kind of annoying. Resolve. Do I want to crew my Harvester? He's not attacking me. I think it's pointless. I think I just let it die. The second one will kill it too. It's fine. The Chandra goes there. It's fine. I think making the Harvester vulnerable is worse than not making the Harvester vulnerable. Alright, didn't play Ox this turn, so he's got cards in hand he wants to play, or he's worried about decking. I gotta think at this point with my board, he's worried about he's got cards in hand. Can I equip a Bone Splitter Axe to a Harvester? I can, right? It's one less untap to do that. I mean, the problem is Radha gets totally blanked here. I guess I can play the elves as a crew the harvester. And then I have disallowed elves, nice. Okay, it still doesn't matter. It's a little bit unfortunate to do it this way, but I need to main phase activate Radha on the dude. I can't get a, this card doesn't have trample, so it doesn't do anything for us. Okay. I don't want to crew harvester first. If he counters axe, I want to attack with Radha. Oops. I almost think I should be hitting him, but let's remove his planeswalkers. Wait, why can't I give it? There it is. Okay.
Innovation knows no bounds. I will return.
If you catch yourself just sitting there giving me a series of commands in a row in chat, just assume that's not what I want. Okay? Just stop. Okay? Happy to talk about the plays. Don't wish to be backseated to death. If you're answering questions on like how I fit somebody together, sure. But I read chat right now and it's Crew Harvester, Untapped Kraxos. All right, we're gonna finally force this Ox trigger. Draw some cards. Guy does not want to die, does he? What rank am I? This is unranked play because the draft is not ranked. Or not the draft, the cube, I mean. What is the Ox trigger? It eats 8 cards out of his graveyard, discards his hand, and draws him 3. And comes back as a 5/3. What makes a card historic? It's an artifact, a saga, or a legendary. Or all historics. So what do we get rid of? We got rid of Pact of Negation. Interesting. So this is second Young Pyromancer, I believe it is. Maybe it's not. Last guy had a Young Pyromancer, I guess. I'm happy to have people chiming in on plays. It's just if it's a series of commands, then I'm less excited about it. Any of us? Three, 6, 7, 8. Is there a world in which we need 9? Yes, there is. All right. So he always has to block Radha, or it kills him. So I think I want to play out my Beanstalk Giant right now. Do I want to take cards out of my deck? I think I do. Mostly because I want to draw that fucking forest next turn, so I like a shuffle here. Annoying. Yes, of course. More okay, more things, asshole. Get the fuck out of my game. Leave. Leave. You're done. You're done. All right. 2 more cards. Great. What am I taking? I'm taking... Does it matter? Doesn't really matter. Mountain? Forest? Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. What else are we doing here? So these are not historics. I cannot untap Traxos, which is pretty shit. Can always get him for 3 with Radha, that one. I can't make Radha fly, so he's got unlimited chump blockers, which seems pretty bad. A 5/5 on this board isn't any good. The 9/7's not great either. I don't want him to take over the game with Pyromancer. I don't hate the swing with the 3/3. I don't hate the Giant as a blocker either. I'm actually okay trading off Traxos here. So what do I get? I just get an Ox and a Pyromancer, an Ox and 2 tokens, and how much damage to his face? 5? Is that good enough for Traxos? It's not a great trade. Wait, what happened to him? I searched and I ended up with the same card on top? It's pretty rough. Actually, not going to equip the axe this turn. Might as well do it with the caravan. Should have got lifelink there. Actually forgot. Okay. Yeah. Guy is playing 1,000,000 cards a fucking turn for sure. Okay. You could tell he's playing a pile though, right? Because he has almost no spot removal. It's just a bunch of planeswalkers, ramp spells, and fucking do more thing. Like, I don't know. I'm not super impressed with this deck. It's just been taking forever to kill him. I had to do 1,000 damage to planeswalkers. I mean, how many planeswalkers have I killed? Like 5, 10, plus whatever the other one was. Like HP wise. He's down to 6 cards and he just drew 3 of them, so. Kudos to him. He had a goal. Was this one of the Golos guys? It was, right? Yeah, okay. That's what I forgot. Everyone gets a Golos. It was so long ago. It was another Planeswalker.
Perfection is attainable. A master builds with ease.
So he doesn't have fucking Mill in his deck. And I wish to God Beanstalk Giant had trample here. Alright. I can discard Forest. I don't really need max land. If I discard Forest, I get another play out of Radha. Possibly. I'm down to 13 in my deck. This brings me to 10. He's still going to deck way before us, right? Okay, game trolls me. I draw all my lands instead. Awesome. None of my interaction of any sort. All right, so how do we get in here? We're swinging with our air unit. It's going to get chumped. We're swinging with our Beanstalk Giant. It's going to get chumped. We're swinging with Radha. It's going to get chumped. Okay, he can't beat that. Thank God he's dead. All right, we won that game, chat. It feels like a loss somehow. Like at the end of that game, I feel like I lost. Maybe just lost time. But I am glad that that was in fact a win. Feels like we've had very few and far between wins today. It's a Pyrrhic victory. I mean, I think we actually do get all the credit for winning. So I don't think it's technically a Pyrrhic victory. It's not like we won, but we actually lost. We actually did win. It just feels emotionally like a loss. The opponent did a good job of playing so annoying of a fucking deck that took so much time that at the end of it, you're like, was that worth my life? Going first to this hand, though, is something. We'll go 1, 3, 5. We skip even integers on mana, no problem. Opponent plays tap land. Okay. Elf cast Elf. Your turn. Probably too early to claim we're flooding, but it feels a bit like we're flooding. Actually, like, great. We're like fucking great right now. Draw some value cards now. I like it. Light up the stage post having played your cards a turn. Amazing. So I'm going to get in for 8, I think. Oh, I can't because I'm missing 1 green mana. Okay. Oh, 1, 3, 5, double on 4. If I were an opponent, I would be screaming into the microphone right now. Are you sure you want to kill the creature that leaves behind more power? Alright, so he's at 13. This is 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Is there any creatures in his graveyard? No. We can put him at 1. I don't think it's worth blossoming defense to put him at 1. I'm actually not even convinced I want to attack with the Green Seeker. I'd really like to hit some gas next turn. But I'm not going to have green mana up anyways because the ooze can only eat the 1. I guess you could have shock or something, but I don't think it matters. I think I just upkeep stop it. Okay. I was literally sitting there going, there's no red sweepers. I'm good. Fuck off. Okay. Literally sitting there going that. I'm like, there's a black sweeper on 2 black, which is -4. There's like 4 white. There's 4 white sweepers. There's the land sweeper, the giant sweeper, the 5 mana wrath sweeper, and the other 5 mana one. What does this card do? 2 damage to any target. Okay. I'm gonna go face and kill him. That's my plan. Alright, incoming shock killing me. Just kidding. Alright. I played well this game. Thank you for the compliment. We had a hand that played out. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Not a lot of decisions there, huh? So it makes more sense now why he killed the 5/3, because he was looking for a creature. He wanted to get the full wipe, and maybe that should have been a warning, because it feels like in general he should have killed the ooze there, because he spends, what was the spell he used to kill it, chat? I've forgotten now. It was roiling something, right? So it's a 3 damage nuke. So if he pulls 5 off the board and puts a 3/3 back on the board, he's just 2 power. The ooze is threatening to grow. I think ooze is generally the card you would kill there. I know the 5/3, I mean, unless you had like a 2/3 you're trying to put down or something. Anyways. So maybe it broadcast the Magma Quake. Maybe we should have been aware of that card just from the play he played there. So I don't know what that would have looked like. Green Seekering aggressively for, like, it would have been holding back 2 attackers. 1 for the pump spell, because we don't have enough green sources. So we'd have had to hold back elves for the pump spell, and we would have had to have held back the Green Seeker for just pure gas. Well, this hand is a lot less exciting than last hand. We're missing our 3rd land too. A little bit of interaction. We have our accelerant there and there if we get to land 3. Sweet interaction off these 2. Yeah. We're going first though. Last draft we didn't go first. We went first once out of 7 games or 6 games or something. We've gone first 3 out of 4 this time, which is pretty damn good. No, that's my point, Dr. Bois, is he doesn't reduce any damage by killing the 5/3. It's the same damage as if he had killed the 2/2. That's my point. So the fact that he didn't kill the 2/2 that could grow makes me wonder. I mean, he had his plan, his hand mapped out for that. So maybe we should have known that from his play. I would have really loved to have seen a land there. All right, so we're like all in on this land draw next turn. Yeah! All right, we did it, chat. I think it's just Kiora and Traxos still, right?
Why do I love Krakens? Just can't help myself.
I think it's a punish to keep a 2-lander with 2 playable cards in it and 3 cards on 3. Oh, we did get punished because he's got a flash attacker over here. That sucks. Not super punished, but we're going to lose points off Kiora. I'm tempted to just remove both these creatures. Like, I can Traxos next turn. Those creatures are terrifying. One of them grows out of control in like 1 second, and one of them wipes my board every 2 minutes.
Clam up.
I could bank on removing the Realm Eater later. Could run the Hydra in as a fight spell. I think I just remove both these fucking creatures though, like honestly. It's like half the removal in my deck is the only downside. It's literally 2/3 of the removal of my entire deck, though. Alright, opponent, you've had a very nice turn. You've had a very nice series of turns. It's time for me to get some time. Okay? I'm going to play some cards and do some things and enjoy my game as well.
I love to make a
I wonder if I should wait till my next turn to untap it with Kiora instead. I guess there's no... I'm only protecting against hasters like this, and I run the issue of a -1 for even removal. I think I should have waited on the... because it's just... yeah. Mistake. But I guess he could have killed Kiora then, and that's pretty bad too. I mean, I can still untap my Traxos. Sometimes bad giving them lands, right? Sometimes you should give them shitty cards. Like this card is scary to me. I don't really want that on the board. But there's nothing to attach it to right now. But he might have been able to double spell. Okay, that card is terrifying. So I can make a... I can only make it 3, so I'm 1 off of Hydra being able to fight it, right? Okay. Has Death Touch as well? I know, it's such a stupid card. Opponents had really scary cards. Are we going to go through it? Holy shit. Okay, we're going to go through it. That's fine.
Discuss our differences.
nature flows with vigor.
All right. Karn on an empty board is pretty good. I'm glad to see that in the graveyard, but it's red, it's green black, so it definitely can come back, and that'd be terrifying. Like if he gets that spear out of his exile, I'm gonna just have to assume that's coming back. Would have been so nice to have lava coil for that 4/4. Got good value out of Traxos though. Getting that trample damage into Karn there was super good, and killing that 4/4. I don't know if I can beat that 4/4 without my removal, right? Can I double crew with the Visionary? Double crew. I mean, I don't have 3 power, so I can't crew this with the Visionary, no. Let's fight Planeswalkers. What does this fucking card do? So it's a 6/5 when it comes to this. Alright, if I were inclined to cast the Hydra, what would it come out as? I can make it a 6/6. So I fucking die to this still. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. It's a 6/7, right? It's not XX, it's 0/1. That's okay.
One drop ripples and grows.
Thank you, chat. That was helpful. So do you mean can I double add mana out of this by crewing it? I cannot. Crew is just making it into a 5/5. This is a mana rock, a 3 mana, give 1 colorless mana that is also a creature if you have crew for it. So you can double crew things, but generally double crewing is like I don't even know what you'd want to do that for. If you're trying to make it into a creature but not an artifact, like you can do it because of stack things. Dude does just not lay off with the threats, does he? Okay. So he's getting a token here, and I don't have trample on either of my creatures, which is super fucking bad. Hydra tramples, right? Dude, I can't. This card is confusing to me clearly. I think it's an XX that doesn't have trample, and I think it should have reach. There's probably Hydras in the game like that, but it is in fact a 6/7, not an XX, that does have trample. I do have 7 mana right now. Eight, really. Can crew this too. So I'm always attacking with this. He can throw bodies in front of it. He can only throw 5 in front of it. So I'm always killing Karn. This is why he brought that back. He's never letting me hit the Dryad. I need to draw cards to deal with the Dryad. So I think this is just start by doing this. I think I would rather use the Visionary than the thing. Exactly the cards I was hoping for. Okay. Baltazar, 38 months. Thank you very much. It's a lot of value out of that card, huh? Two mana here, any better than 1. I also have Kiora for another 1. Blossoming gives me a lot of stuff here. He might be incentivized to block the Dryad. I doubt it with this board. I think he probably lets Karn die here. But I'm happy to get all this shit here. Actually happy to trade that off for the 3/3 and the 2/2 as well, I think. So the question is that good enough? So I'll have 2 mana. Can run out Scavenging Ooze. Or I think that's fine. I mean, I like the mana acceleration. I could save it for 1. I think I do save it. I'm a little scared of this Dryad. Maybe it should have been the 5/3. Okay. I like the mana for next turn. I'll discard the mountain. Could discard the Stomping Ground. I don't actually need Stomping Ground. Okay. No, he still generates a 3/3 every single turn. Like, this is somehow a reasonable card. Alright, we gotta get removal for this. Yeah, we have only like 1 more piece in our deck is the problem. We only have 5 pieces of removal. It's 4, right? Doesn't have Death Touch, right? No. Kind of killing me that we haven't fucking seen it yet. Okay, how do we attack into this without good tramplers and without removal? Ooze to grow is good post-combat.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Dami Chem.
Carefully.
Very carefully indeed. Am I trading cards off for tokens? It feels so bad. So I've got 3, 4, 5 land left potentially. So what's the 6/7 do here? Gets double blocked by the 4/4 and the 3/3. That doesn't seem good enough. The 4/2 I'm willing to trade off here in the 5/3. Why trade? I want tokens on the board. I want to lower this shit down so I can one day get through on the ground. So it feels a bit bad. He's down to 1 card though. I just don't want to get taken over by this. Okay. Maybe should plan out the rest of his turn a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I just have 6 mana left. I think I might need Kiora's draw though. So I gotta beat this deck before I get overrun by the stupid 2/2. Okay. She's our 1 human, it's true. But she doesn't get value by bouncing her, right? Nah, I don't have the monkey. I've got too many cards in hand. I don't want to get overrun by this shit. Okay. So I want flyer, and I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if I play that. We're gonna use Waking the Trolls hopefully as an overrun. I don't think I burn Kiora here. Okay. Dude, 2 of these 3/3s per turn is fucking nuts in draft. How the fuck am I supposed to beat that? He's actually got more lands than us too, which is like trolling my trolls. Like the number of trolls I get is based on the difference in lands. I'm actually predicting a loss due to decking right now. That's what I'm predicting. I can't stop the lifelink off of the spear. Ever. So even if I can eat the dudes, it's no good. I have to draw my fight with fire, right? That's the card I need right now to make this just a stupid two. They make these 1/1 tokens instead of 4/4 tokens. Okay. I mean, that's the card we're looking for. All right, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now. He's got 2 cards in hand. Chat, what happens if I do 1 damage to each of them and kill the Dryad? They all die, right? So I could kick this and hit 2, 1, 1, 1, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 5 and 5, okay. The green spells that are, the green pump spells that get played in this format are all hexproof. If he has hexproof, I'm in pretty bad shape. Oh, that I needed to do 2 there, so I miscounted there. Whoops. Okay, so we were kind of right, but kind of wrong. All right, so now we crew this up. All right. Okay. Chat told me. Chat was telling me all sorts of things, like overkill sapperlings. Yeah, I missed it for sure. All right. Yeah, it's like a boy cried wolf kind of thing for chat for sure. It's the card we needed. We dug pretty deep to get it. He's still got more lands than us. All right. What do I think of deploying Ooze? Ooze doesn't do anything. Just turn on a mana to activate it. And I had to have 10 mana to fight with fire. I think fight with fire, his like that board is way better than just fighting with fire the tender shoot. Now it'd be even better if he didn't have this fucking one, but what can I do?
Back to the depths.
There's enough glory for all of us.
All right. What am I casting here? Does it matter? It's hard to imagine him winning from here. I think I'd rather kill him first and then worry about it, huh? But I guess I cast here for crewing. I've got 2 crew we can use here. Could crew the ooze too. Green, black, black doesn't seem like anything I can think of that can fuck me up here. Let's play around some sort of weird life gain. Okay. Yeah, Ether Spear Harvester is a nuts card. That's why I pick it every time I see it, because it's a 3 mana 3/5 recurring 1 that gives you 6 points of lifelink. It's so big. It's got a huge ass. All right, that was a tight game. I don't know how many more turns of dealing with that Sapperling we could have dealt with. It feels bad to miss the fact that the one guy was a 4/4 and not a 3/3. Seems just bad plays on my part. But I did see the play where you kill all the shit and then the 1 point of damage with the -2/-2, the +2/+2 effect going away dies. So that was good at least. Deck review? What do you mean deck review? I didn't do deck reviews yet. If I play Magic for the next week or so, or at least the next week or so, maybe we could put some deck doctoring stuff in. It's a little bit unfortunate we can't play that in 3. We can play it on 4. I'll keep this. Yeah. Oh, we got Magda too. Oh, we can play it on 3. Never mind, we're good. Swamp into Thoughtseize. Never Magna. Holy shit. Okay. I was like already Swamp. I'm like, it's gonna be Disfigure. It's gonna be so bad. Not just kidding. It's gonna be worse. He's gonna see my entire hand and then make decisions. We had Thoughtseize in our last deck, right? And we just never drew it. If he counters this, we're fucked, because that's my green source. Jesus Christ, stop texting me. So he doesn't know about Radha. So we're on 5 mana. If we draw land, we're on 6, we'll double spell. If we don't draw land, we're probably playing Radha, but we may be playing Visionary. Thoughtseize is really good. Yeah, agreed, Gormob. And I refuse to change them, because there's nothing better in there either. It's just not worth the effort. I kind of hate my phone. How are we on 5 mana? I'll count it out for you in a second. All right, so if this gets countered, whatever I play here, because that's what that mana is. I can pass, but I don't think that really helps us. I don't hate losing this card over losing Radha or Kiora. So I'm going to run this out. I'm going to expect it to get countered. If it gets countered, so be it. If it doesn't get countered, so be it. I just wish he would make his decisions in my lifetime. Okay. Dude, come on. Come on with these answers. Holy shit, nice draw. Nice top deck. But still feels so bad. So he's got D-ramped. So we can play out Kiora. It's 5, it's not enough. So it's this turn. He's got an answer for this too. We're going to be pretty salty. We got another land coming up. Okay. So it's a 1-drop that removes our creature into a 2-drop that removes our creature into a 4-drop that removes our creature. Removes our mana dork into another removal. Can you stop? What is this card? So this eats my troll card? You know what? He's never going to have less lands than us ever. So I guess we just play out Kiora here. He looks in our hand again. On a plus stone, I get to monkey him next turn. And he's exiling my graveyard after this as well. I swear to God, the next person who texts me gets removed from my friends. Alright. Just gonna put that away. It's driving me nuts. Alright, opponent. Any other perfect answers for this lineup yet? Because I want to play the game too. And it's really fun. It's great that you have all the fun stuff, but I'd like to have some fun too. 2 lands, okay. Is it bad that I want to save Ape for a creature? I mean, it's a 7-mana beater, but it's like one of my 5 removal in the deck. This is a cast trigger? No, it's an ETB. So he's holding up counter magic. He just selected. He knows this card is here. It feels really like he's going to be looking for an option for that. I might just run Lannery out. I can wait a turn here. I don't want to just get 8 blown up when half the value is the ETB. And if I do get Lannery on the board, I guess I still don't have enough mana because I can make him indestructible, but it's not going to get through a counter, of course. I don't know. There is some point about, like, on a board like this, just getting pressure in. I mean, what happens if he ever plays a deck? You know, like... Okay. 6 removal later. Yeah, it is fine. Beats the fuck out of my Ape getting nuked. I hate this guy. Last card counter. So he eats my graveyard for Ox, which sucks. Yes, I get it. You can draw them, make a decision. I got it. What is he thinking about here? Is this like a expensive one to target? It's the 6 mana Epiphany, maybe, which is a bit clunky to target. What else could it be? Oh no. He just was taking. He had a bit of brain lag. It took a few minutes to get there to think about what he could do here. I wonder if I should draw and see if I have an answer. He thought to himself slowly. Okay. There's the counter. Amazing. I hate this guy. I might... I think I'm ready for the next set, huh? Did he just cycle to... Oh, of course he cycled on his turns. We just played a 5/5 onto the fucking board. So I should be able to order these effects, right? Because these are both ETB effects. All right. So whichever one goes on the stack second. So, okay, chat. This interface always fucks me. So what I want to do is I want to put... I think I want to put this one first and then this one, right? So this resolves first. So if this one is on the stack first, then this one's on the stack second. This one resolves first, right? Is that right? Okay. And Lava Coil doesn't get me anywhere this turn, so... I'm going to play this out, too.
The ocean surges, life.
5 and 6 are really similar in Kiora here. I want to have the ability to interact with Graveyard here. If he has a pump spell, it's probably at least 2. Okay. Who's this phallic? That's what your dick looks like, man. I feel bad for you. It doesn't seem good. Another... These cards are so bad in large amounts in draft, right? Like, I guess here's your payoff. I drew some cards middle of the game. Fucking hate this guy so much. I hate him so much. I'm so ready for him to be out of my game. Alright, what did he just eat? My Beanstalk Giant, of course. Into a Planeswalker. Why wouldn't it be with perfect mana? Where's his card value again? He's just had 1-for-1s for everything? Oh, right. Card value off the tome that he played on 2. Who could forget?
Go ahead. Beg for mercy.
Alright, what are we fucking removing? What's he most likely to have recursion for? Instants and sorceries and artifacts, right? What's the most annoying? This one hits everything, right? Okay.
Back to the shadows. For now.
Yeah, he's got all the fucking answers for sure. I don't have any cards in my graveyard too because of that exile effect, which is fucking bullshit. So we're gonna let him plus Vraska and start eating his lands, which is so bad for us. I can attack and trade off, but it isn't really good enough. I think I'd rather just swarm it next turn. I mean, I guess he could make me discard Lava Coil with his third discard effect. Swing Coil if they block doesn't get me anywhere. I know I can do that, Xander. It's like the only two cards I have that interact with anything right now are these two, so I can get the combined power of 8 is better than 5. But it still doesn't actually get me what I want. This doesn't trample. It's not like I can pre-combat Lava Coil swing or something, or even whatever else, right? Dude, just stop. Stop with your bullshit. You don't have any card draw. This is just your top decks.
Don't dwell on what's about to happen.
Can we escape Ox next turn? It's 8 cards. We have 2 in our graveyard. I've made 4 comments about that. He just exiled our graveyard like 2 minutes ago with this card. Jace is also a mill card, right? I hate this guy. Hate him. It's just all off the top. Don't fucking worry about it, friend. He's got 8 cards left in his deck. What does this card do? Draw 7. So he's pretty close to winning off of Jace. Off of just top decking. It's not quite true. He's got the Mastermind Tome. I'll draw another card. I draw. I draw again. I draw again. What is this? If you would draw a card while the library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. That doesn't seem good. So let's take a look here. If I drop this up to 9, 9 over 5 is 4. It goes to 1. That's not good enough. If I swing with the, if I equip Axe on Ox and swing with both, that kills it. Next turn you can remove this. I don't give a shit. We lose Kiora next turn as well. Okay. Oh, do you have another instant speed removal for my creatures here? Seriously? I mean, I can probably still die to fucking Shark too, right? It's a 5/5 flyer. I draw again. Die. I look in your graveyard and draw from it.
Your victory is just an illusion.
An unfortunate casualty.
What do you think? Does he have some way to recur that Jace? Second Jace? Any other effect that lets him win like that? There's Oracle. There is Oracle in the set. Yep. I mean, he's aggressively cycling his library, so it does feel like something's up. I can't fuck with his hand, though. And he's drawing his whole deck. Could I untap Traxos? I can do that next turn. If I untap Traxos with Kiora, I give up the ability to draw a card with 4 more power off the top of my deck and draw off of it, right? I can kill Kiora. This does 5 if he swings. So if he kills Kiora, if he hits Kiora, I have 1 power left, and I can untap Traxos anyways. So I don't want to do it now, Arkama. That's the reason why not to do it there. Oh, that looks like a sweeper, huh? Okay.
I love to make a splash.
I'm going to give up a little bit of face damage here. Kill Vraska. There's a flash creature. The trample probably still gets there. Okay. Although I do lose my second untap now from that play, I guess. It's kind of bad. If I'm racing this fucking thing, it's a huge problem. This is going to be like Angels. I don't know what that card is. Down to 10. Is that 1 card left? He actually just gets there, right? Oh, that card heals me. That seems good. Alright, let's draw first. I counter your card. Sure you do, buddy. I mean, this wins the race clock. Told you. Yeah.
Nature flows with vigor.
Yeah, we do still win. I counter. So, alright, I guess it's too early to call this, because I don't know what the fuck's in his hand, but I'm so glad. What's it going to be? He's going to make me... This is expansion explosion. He's going to make me draw my whole library and we're going to lose here. This is what's happening. I'm not lying, chat. Told you it was too early to call it. I'm not quitting. Show me the fucking card, you piece of shit. There it is. Okay. I mean, it feels like we got robbed there. Like, that guy was... That was so bullshit. It just, like, those answers in that order at that timing for so long. What a tilty day, man. What a tilty day. So could we have done something different? Not going after Vraska, for example. 7 more to his face. Depends when he drew that expansion. Was that really the last card in his deck? I don't know. I don't know if I can play around expansion explosion, right? That's so fucking tilty. I can't keep this hand. I have all my late game literally 6-6, 5-4. It's a much better hand. Do we toss Mountain here, chat? Or Hydra? I cast Wilderness Reclamation. My last cards are Counterspell and Explosion Expansion. Dude, every guy has got an answer. Every single guy for every single play we make in the first 2 seconds has a fucking answer. Like, it just doesn't stop. I've got a 1-mana instant answer. Fucking hate everything right now. So salty about this shit. I don't even think I can play out Atmospheric Harvester here. I can crew it if I draw something, but I can never untap Traxos ever again. We don't have enough cards in hand right now, with the mulligan going first here and our mana dork being removed. Did I play during Guild RNA? Hated Escape, Expansion, and the rest. Expansion Explosion. I hated Constructed during that. It was just such a stupid format with Teferi and Expansion Explosion everywhere, right? Is he really hitting me with his idol? Okay. Well, all these creatures, all these untapped Traxos, but I don't think putting the Harvester out helps me at all. Okay. Dude, I mean, is every opponent just all answers every day? I have Reclamation Sage for your Traxos. Jesus Christ. Okay, we missed our land drop, unfortunately. Let's hope he can't remove this. I really need to catch up. That's pretty bad, though. Okay. My 1-drop counters your 2-drop. My 2-drop counters your 3-drop. We'll keep going forever. So I missed land again. I guess I can crew Harvester. Is it better than Kiora here? We're going to have Lava Coil for Tristani next turn, which is good. I don't think I want this on the board taking damage. Okay. All right, chat. Draft over. We just lost. It's exciting. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun one. My 1-drop counters your 1-drop. My 2-drop counters your 2-drop. I play Great Henge at the end of this. This is so stupid. Dude, where's my lands? This card actually interacts with Henge, which is crazy. I didn't think we'd get there at all. Is there still a fucking chance? It doesn't feel like it. How many cards do you think he plays this turn, chat? This decides the game, is how many cards he can play off Henge. If it's like 2 to 3 cards, we probably don't stabilize. If it's 1 to 2, we maybe stabilize. He's got 7 mana open on the board after casting Once Upon a Time. It's a fight creature that will kill our Raja. Awesome. And draw him a card. And then have like a 6/7 on the fucking board here. We can't even beat that Hydra. Like, there's no card in our deck that beats this Hydra when it's so far ahead. Okay, we got no card draws out of Raja for 3 turns. It's so fucking shit. Draw a card. Can't leave Henge up. Can't beat this fucking board. Can't even crew this. I can't leave Henge up or I lose the game. This creature currently blocks that, but if he pulls out more creatures, we're just dead. I apparently should not have drafted today. So we take 4, is that 10? 10 to the face here? So bad. Let me guess. Group pump effect. Show me. Just let it be fucking over like this. Dude, still not a land? It's absolutely incredible.
Let's get moving.
The 1-mana land killing our mana dork, followed by the Reclamation Sage killing Traxos, was just a sick opener again versus us. Just bring that into play. Alright, that's enough Magic for me today, chat. I'm gonna go outside and, like, do something with my life, I think. I mean, if every card he plays answers every card we play on curve, then we brick on lands, and then he ramps up to Olimog after cycling 2 of his lands. You start looking at this game like, am I sure I'm having fun? Am I sure this is a good game? Am I sure my decisions matter? Like, wow. All right. I hope that was fun for you guys, chat, because I did not have fun with that. I'm gonna be totally honest. Final card. Expansion explosion off the guy who's dead to his next card after having an answer for everyone. I want like a montage of today's stream. Like I'm gonna ask my editor for a montage of today's stream. The amount of answers my opponent has had is insane. I don't think this cube is trash. I think this cube is fine, but I think this cube really, really favors these piles of super powerful cards. And I think if you're not, and this is probably why we keep seeing red. This is probably other people figuring this out before us, which is essentially you can't play fair decks in this format, in the sense that you're not going to play creatures, turn them sideways, and beat people in this format with that. Now, you can if you're that guy, because every one of your fucking cards deletes my cards. But in general, you can't. It's just like, yeah, it's Golos and Yolos, exactly, Kelric. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to walk away from this, hope that I don't encounter anyone on the street, and just like find a bus or something. So, I'll be back tomorrow, and we can play more of this lovely format tomorrow, where we'll probably be just forcing Golos for the rest of the fucking night. Because honestly, like, what did we play? We played red, black, aggro, brick. I mean, what did we play today? Like, honestly, like, help me reminisce on this. What did we play today? What were our decks? We played red, black, aggro. We played red, green, kind of like high-end stuff. By the way, that Hate the Trolls card, whatever the fuck it was useless. At no point did we ever have more mana than any opponent. And at no point did we ever have the tempo to develop a 6-card saga that destroys a single land. We played Golgari. Oh, right, we played almost Golgari. We played that mono black deck. And what was the first deck? I don't remember the fucking first deck today. Shit. The black deck was trash. The red-black aggro deck should have done better than it did. This deck, we just ran into those opponents, man. Those opponents today were insane. Oh, that's right. The Hostage Taker Splash. So what was that? That was black, blue, and... it wasn't green. Yeah, a lot of fixing in this format. I'm not sure what to do about that then. I don't know if this was a bad day. We definitely, I mean, we always make mistakes. I don't feel like today was exceptionally high in the number of mistakes we made. If anything, I felt like I played better today than I did yesterday. The black deck was very weak. The other decks didn't feel super weak. I mean, literally a 1-for-1 answer on curve for the first 7 or 8 plays we make in a game is pretty brutal. Am I insane, chat? Like, are we drafting this? I mean, we must be drafting this cube wrong if we're getting hit this hard. Because these are not games that we're actually interacting on at all. Perfect curve, perfect mana, every answer. Yeah. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. I guess I probably don't want to talk more about this, honestly. We'll check it out tomorrow. Figure out if we're going to change up our playstyle at all. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching. I hope this alt didn't put you too far off, and I'll see you guys soon. Let me see who's streaming right now. See if we can send him a raid. Yeah, I'll put you to someone brewing probably. You guys ever heard of Missman? Make some fun decks. I'm gonna raid him. I'll see you guys tomorrow.